keep looking like you. I can't take no more. I miss your touch from your hands and your body. It hurts so much to think of you as someone else. Can't get enough.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Thato Fox and this is the Thato Fox Express Train Daily. Girl, I wanted to have a conversation with you guys about imposter syndrome. I think when you're working in any career, in any fields, and any brands, and anything in life, there are times when people feel like you're not meant to be where you are, or you're just not the right person, or you just don't fit in well enough. And I just wanted to have a conversation about that because I feel like imposter syndrome is one of those, I didn't put highlighter on. How wild is that? Sorry. So I'm going to give you an example. So I did the YouTube Black UK. I thought I was going to do YouTube Black South Africa, but my account is registered in the UK because it is where I live. And I was picked with a group of UK Black content creators. When we all got into a call and they were all telling where they came, they were all talking about where they came from. A lot of them were talking about how they grew up in West London, East London, Jamaica, nothing unfamiliar. Then here comes Thato, who still has her very South African accent, who is from South Africa, and you can tell that I'm actually just not British, or I'm actually just I'm not one of them. And a lot of them have got African heritage. A lot of them got an African heritage, or they've got a background in being either their parents are the African heritage. Here I'm trying to explain what African heritage. You guys know what that is. But when you are a first generation African, so me, it's different for when they are like second generation Africans, where I'm going to explain it again. I'm trying to explain their parents are African versus them. So for me, it almost felt like I wasn't part of their group. I wasn't part of who they are. I didn't have the same story as them. I don't have the same story as them. I almost felt like I didn't belong there because they have their own story of being a British Black content creators, and I am an African content creator living in Britain. Most of my viewers are in South Africa. Most of their viewers are in Britain. They speak about totally different things. If I go onto Black Twitter London, is UK, it's like I don't get I don't see it. I don't get it. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not in and amongst them for me to understand and to like integrate. I really struggled with imposter syndrome. Like I somehow managed to steal a place in this program that didn't really belong to me, and I am the wolf in granny's clothing, waiting for someone to point it out and say, you are not meant to be here. You have fraudulently found a way to be here, and we're going to expose you for a liar, and we're going to take everything away from you. And I feel like for the longest time I felt like I was on the edge of being discovered, of being found out that I just wasn't meant to be there. And I almost felt the same. I always felt the same way in terms of being a beauty content creator. I'm no longer a beauty content creator. I am no longer. I need to change my bio, but I am no longer a beauty content creator. There's other things that I find more fulfilling. The Ask Miss Fox, the Confessions, the cooking channel. Cooking is like my. I used to own a patisserie, and I'm no longer a beauty content creator, but the beauty space is very them and you. And in the UK, a lot of the makeup artists are trained makeup artists, self-taught makeup artists. in South Africa are quite a few, but there's also a them and you kind of thing. And if you think that you're friends with people, think again. Just because we film together doesn't mean that we're friends. And I don't have that personality. I have the personality where I'm like a puppy, a happy puppy. I just want to get along. I want to play. I want to, I want to make friends. I want to be in the industry. I want you guys to like me. I want you guys to accept me. And I've always, I think everybody if you've watched my past videos, you know, I've always struggled with acceptance and always wanting to be accepted. It's just who I am. I want everybody to feel cohesive. I want everyone to feel at home. I want everybody to feel like, Simonye, we are one all the time. That will tell you how old I am. But when you try and force yourself in situations, sometimes it's just not your vibe. And there'll be many times, when you are in a space where you are just not meant to be in, and you feel hurt when people do things and people say things that don't include you because you're forcing the situation. You're not saying that you're not meant to be there and you're meant to do other things. So I felt heavy imposter syndrome in the beauty space, in the YouTube space, in South Africa. You know, it still happens now. It still happens now where content creators, I think Naledi, South African YouTuber, she had a conversation on her YouTube where she was like, she just wants to help people and she feels like an outsider and she doesn't feel like she's being accepted. And I think the only saving grace that I had is that I left the country, so I stopped feeling excluded. Imposter syndrome is and was a real thing, and it takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of willpower for you to just realize that this space is just not for you. So you have to do daily, I give myself daily affirmations. I remind myself that I am the bomb.com. I remind myself that I'm still learning and I'm still growing. I remind myself of all the things that have happened in the past when I forced situations and I forced myself into a space that I'm not supposed to be in. Usually those kind of situations where you force yourself into a situation, they never end well, and that's just the gist of it. I knew that I would need to change my mind frame for me to be okay mentally, and I feel like it's a journey that you have to put yourself on to get into a space where you no longer feel like you are an imposter. In terms of the beauty black space, I realized that at the end of the day, we're all creators. I am still a creator. They might be UK creators. I am a UK creator. My account is UK. I live in the UK. I have every right to be a UK creator, and I should celebrate that. And I'm not going to be unveiled as this, as this big liar. I deserve to be there. I work hard. I'm different. I speak what I feel and I say what I think, and I do it in a way that makes me genuinely Thato. I knew that I had to be in a place where I'm okay with the fact that I am different, but I deserve to be there. I'm not an imposter. Not everybody's going to like you. I've always said this. Not everybody's gonna like you. Some people like a cup of tea. Some people like a shot of tequila to kill her, and I like a shot. I don't like tequila, but I am definitely a shot of tequila, or I'm a very dry glass of champagne. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot of working with the brain. It takes a lot of crying. It takes a lot of figuring yourself out. It takes a lot of failing. You fail a lot. I failed a lot at getting to a point where I felt like I'm okay. Sometimes I wake up and I see things that make me feel like I am the imposter. I shouldn't be in this space. I'm forcing things. Sometimes I wake up and I do feel like that. but then a day later I'll feel better. So you go through it. It's not something that you one day you wake up and you feel like, oh, actually I've got it down. I don't have imposter syndrome anymore. Imposter syndrome is a wave. You're not one day gonna just get it. It's gonna take some time. And it doesn't take time. It's a journey. It never stops. You know, one day you're gonna murder it. One day you're gonna be really good at it. One day you're gonna feel like, damn. And then one day you're gonna feel like you're sleeping on yourself and people are sleeping on you. But that's the day that you just have to be easy on yourself, and you have to be calm, and you have to be understanding and love yourself. Those are the days when you feel like you are an imposter. But everybody has imposter syndrome. You know, we all fake it until we make it. You just gotta fake it, honey. You know, the beauty industry and the YouTube space is just like any other job that you get out there. There are people who lick ass, suck ass, and to the bottom. Who suck ass and lick ass to the boss, and there's people who are rebels, and then there's people who look at you, look, you're ruining a totally good video. Look, you should be embarrassed. And then there's people who just mind their business and put their head down and just keep working, and then one day you find out that they've moved on and they are the MD or the director of a company. And that's what I feel like. You just need to remind yourself that you're not always going to be the sometimes you need to just put your head down and focus and believe in your own magic. Okay? Imposter syndrome. You're not the imposter. Okay? You deserve to be there. Give yourself affirmations, believe in yourself, and be 100% you. I gotta go. She's a distraction. I love you guys. My name's Thato Fox, and I'm out.